Welcome to Say It. Cast your voice. This is the place where you can provide your honest opinion free from judgment. Hello, everyone. Today is Sunday, the
27th of March.
27th of March, 2022. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello, Sonia. How are you today?
Okay, and you, Rashida?
I am better now. I was a little ill yesterday. Don't know why, but I'm better
good.
now.
Look beautiful.
So do you. Thank you so much, Polka Dot.
Yeah, I know.
I like it.
Yeah, I'm a little brave today with the polka dot.
It's black, so that ain't brave.
Here we go. I always think
She don't do color, y'all.
polka dot makes you look a little wider. You know, it gives you a little more weight. But I did try it, so hey.
It looks great.
Thank you so much.
Safe colors.
So how was your week? We had a week break, so.
Yeah, and it was spring break, so honestly, it just wasn't the best. Both children got sick.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, my husband's grandmother is ill.
And it's the two youngest children.
Yes. So, but we made it.
That's good.
We made it.
That's good that you made it. And it was an enjoyable week after all the sickness and
It could have been better. I could have got some shopping done or something fun.
I was gonna ping you and say, "Oh, if you visit the Coach store, let me know if you see this bag." But I didn't know if they had premium outlets or anything in your area where you were traveling. So, no.
You only get sidewalks, girl. No.
So the children were saying, "What was going on with the kids?"
After a debate over what exactly was wrong with the 5-year-old,
Okay.
we finally made it to an urgent care facility.
Oh.
And he has strep throat.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so it was, again, we just keep going because it was.
But that's what urgent cares are there for, and I think urgent cares are great because when you don't want to sit in the ER for a very long time, and the situation is semi-urgent.
It's urgent because he threw up a lot.
A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, regurgitation can make you dehydrated. If it keeps happening over and over. And that's kind of strange that comes from a sinus infection.
Every Google says if you keep vomiting repeatedly, seek help.
Yes, because that's dangerous.
Of course it is, especially in a child who can't really tell you what's going on.
Yeah, can't communicate. Yeah, because with
finally made it to the urgent care.
Good. That's good. You made it to the urgent care.
Yes,
and he was diagnosed properly. That's good.
Yeah, it wasn't motion sickness.
So this was a new urgent care for you because you were traveling.
Oh, definitely, yes.
How was the urgent care?
Actually, the receptionist was very adamant about doing a COVID test.
Okay.
And we kept trying to tell her, we're not here for COVID. We have another issue. And she just kept, well, how do you want to get your results? So we're like, how do you know what we're going to be tested for? I'd just rather speak to the doctor. I was trying not to, my patience is very short for people. If I keep trying to tell you something and you just refuse, you're going to do what you want to do. Just let me talk to the doctor.
Yeah. There's the reimbursements for COVID tests is pretty good.
Is that what it was about? She was adamant. I mean, I'm like, lady, these are not COVID symptoms.
Right. Because
you just want to rule it out? Is that what you're trying to? Let us talk to the doctor. We don't want to talk to you.
There is a presenting diagnosis that has to be submitted on a claim. So if you're not presenting with COVID-related symptoms, then why would you need a COVID test?
I don't know, but she was adamant about that. But long story short, the emergency care people were not emergency, urgent care. Yes, they were really, really great, and they followed up 2 days in a row.
That's
my
great.
God, they were great.
That is
they were
great.
really great.
Yeah,
I wanted to make sure he was okay.
people confuse emergency care with urgent care.
Yes.
Um, and just overall emergency room care, because there are a lot of people, the population is large for those that treat the emergency room as if it's their personal primary care physician's office.
See, I've always wondered how they do that because
You
every
go.
no, I'm not, it's $150 or $300 just to be there.
Yeah, that's when you have your private
Insurance.
insurance.
Oh, okay.
But some of the cost shares can be slightly different when you have federal or public um, insurance, more government related insurance. So
Well,
I think there needs to be a lot of education, in my opinion, of when you should go to the emergency room and when you should try to work with a primary care physician to address some of your issues, so you won't have the urgent or emergent issues.
yes.
you know so I think it's a huge learning curve, because it's not fun sitting in an ER room all day and they tell you, oh, you just have a migraine.
Like what? That's gonna cost me $300.
Right. And with some
No.
migraines, you regurgitate, you need to be in dark rooms,
Yeah, I've heard of that.
and
Yeah,
it could be what you think is really severe, but
that's
you
kind
really
of.
want to sit in the ER, and and it's costly.
I guess it's like we should know, or we should try to get to know what requires an urgent care visit
Correct.
or what requires you
Hmm.
to go to the hospital. So, like, I know I was I was bleeding heavily,
Hmm.
having a miscarriage, and we went to the urgent care. They wouldn't let us sit down. They was like, "Oh no,
Yeah, that's
no,
that's
no."
that's an emergency,
I didn't
not
want to
urgent
pay.
care.
I didn't want to
Hmm.
pay the boy fee. They let
Oh.
let's pay the $30. But then we get to the hospital,
Hmm.
and I had to fight with the hospital because of their coding.
Hmm.
Now, went there, and they said I just had a issue with my womanly part. Well, if right, but then that was the first day. Then the next day they said um, termination of pregnancy or whatever they put for a miscarriage. So how was it? And they tried to stick me with a bill because they said, how was I not going through the miscarriage the day before? But
Yeah, that's a little
oh my
strange.
God, we had to go back through, and like when you got the 4 different people billing you for the same, it was retarded. But they finally got together. It was like, well, you couldn't have been there. You went in under heavy bleeding,
Hmm.
and then they told you that you had a miscarriage, and then they did the blood work to see the levels that was going down or whatever. So I was like, well, it's all covered. And with Blue Cross Blue Shield, if you ever been pregnant, your whole thing is covered under that.
Okay.
And I kept trying to tell them, no, all of it's covered. They was trying to just bill me for that one day, like
Global
an
care.
astronomical. I mean,
Like for
the amount
pregnancy.
was crazy. Yes, and so somebody like big had to go back and say, well, why would you bill her this
Oh
when
my
she was
gosh.
already here? Yeah, it finally got taken care of, but it was supposed to all been under a pregnancy code or whatever.
And
But
yeah.
they was trying to put it under disorder. No, but
Yeah.
you gotta watch your codes.
Yeah,
But-
and it's amazing how if something is just miscoded, it
Oh.
it changes the entire transaction.
The bill
Yeah,
is-
the bill and all of that. So you do have to pay close attention, but just think, we're in the healthcare realm when it comes to our occupations. But for those who are not astute enough to understand all of that takes place with healthcare and billing and
Oh my
coding,
God.
it's a nightmare. And I think there really needs to be some help in
And
the community.
they will put it on your credit report.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, if you don't a bill like that was that big. Oh, honey, they was gonna tack that to me real quick.
Now, see, I think some things belong on a credit report and some things just should not.
I think they're getting away. They're starting to stop doing that
Yeah,
because so many people
yeah.
are having to be seen
Yeah.
and take care of themselves, and they can't really afford all this. But again, it's like if you don't have an insurance, that's one whole other ballpark. But when you
Correct.
have insurance and it's like I'm trying to tell you, like You cannot be not pregnant one day and pregnant the next day and then not pregnant again. That's a miscarriage. Like, it all goes under the same. And they was just refusing to. I'm like, you know
To
what?
hear you, huh?
Yes. I'm like, let me talk to somebody that's
Yeah, it's difficult. I know my ER copay is $400,
dollars,
and
cash money.
yeah, and
Oh,
so
the devil is a lot. No.
when it comes time to renew your benefits every year, I pay attention. I'm like, okay, same network, I'm taking this. That's just the amount of time I have checking it, just going, okay. And so I had to
again.
visit the ER, and I think I've visited the ER maybe twice in my lifetime as an adult.
Mm-hmm.
And the girl goes, okay, so come. I told my husband, I said, yeah, go ahead and take care of the copay today. So she was like, okay,
Nope.
it's $400. And my husband was like, do you mean 40? She was like, no, 400. He was like, oh, you can send me that bill.
Exactly.
And he was like, when we got home, like, is that true? I'm like, I'm in pain right now. Really don't know, but I'll check it out. So I feel better. And I did check it out, and it is $400. But again, that's because ER care is very, very costly.
Yes.
You have to remember what physicians are being paid, what equipment's being used. You have those that interpret results, and you've got nurses.
You get paid
and-
for the X-ray. Oh, you have to pay for them to read you the results.
Yeah, you
Just
do.
give me the film. I'll look at it
No.
myself.
And you want
Ain't
to
no
have
lumps.
a professional
I'm good.
reading radiologist read your films,
Just
people.
they hold it up to the light. I got a light. Give me my thing.
Old school.
No lumps. Okay, that's a little cloudy. Cough. It'll be all right.
Wouldn't it be nice if it was that easy?
Yes.
We're gonna take your X-rays and we're gonna ping those to you. We're gonna send them to you in a text. You can
Exactly.
take a look at them. If you think you need to still stay here, you can do that. If you want to go home, you can.
I'm trying to tell you. But yeah.
But yeah, it's a lot to understand, and I do feel so sorry for some people, that don't understand the difference between a doctor's office visit, the urgent care, and the ER, because there is some major differences.
Yeah.
So
Your first course of treatment should be the doctor's office. So you should try to have a primary care physician. So,
shortage.
well, you know what? Yes.
There's a shortage of primary care physicians.
But didn't we both have Hayes? Dr. Hayes?
As our
Primary.
me as a child
No, here.
for my children,
No, as adults. Dr. Hayes, Jacqueline Hayes.
no, I never did.
But you were at the same. She was at the same facility because we both at
Yes.
the same. Okay.
At the same, I had someone else.
Okay. She still
Great doctor.
practiced. She went to BJC, and I thought they sent me a letter saying she was gone.
Okay.
So now I have to call the new place to
Right.
get back with her because I was like, "This
I'm
is so
glad
weird."
you mentioned that because
Yes.
when a provider or a practitioner leaves one
SSM.
provider health system,
Yes.
and they go to another, they notify you because by law they have to. As a patient, I have to notify you I'm no longer going to be here. But they do not have to notify you as to where they are going. It's like you have to pick up the phone and call and ask, and they can, or they don't have to share that information.
Well, see, this is what the thing was. So SSM sent me the letter, and they were just like, "You
Right.
can just see the new person that we have, or you can get somebody on your own." I'm like, "Okay." Now I had already made plans to go see another lady,
Okay.
but then by that time, Miss Dr. Hayes had sent me through BJC instant message thing or the
Oh, so
my
she's
chart
trying
thing.
to recover some of her.
Yeah,
keep
she
her
said,
page, retain
if you still
them.
want to be seen,
Oh,
just
well,
call the
that was
office.
nice of her.
That was very nice of her because
Oh.
she was actually sending me messages while my mom was passing.
Oh, okay.
She was letting me know. She was like, "Well, what are they saying in the labs and what are
that's
this and what are
nice.
that?" She was like, "Well,
No, I've
Rashida,
never
you know."
had her as a physician, but it sounds like she's awesome.
Oh yeah, that's why I was like, "Where'd she go? She could tell somebody." But yes, I now need to contact her office to set up my.
And you have to make sure she's in your network.
She is
Good.
Yeah,
Good.
she is.
Good.
I'm on that because I don't like paying.
But see, that's another thing for
Like,
those
nah,
who don't understand insurance. They'll tell you on the phone if you call as a member, or they'll send
We
something in the
accept.
mail.
Wait, there's a we
We'll
accept it. No,
right,
are you
you're
in the network?
But see,
Yes.
the common everyday person may not know what that really means. Again, I just think there needs to be some hand holding.
They don't. They
When it
just like,
comes to-
I don't know how you all do it, and you are the insurance company, but with us, they just have this. There used to be like a group, like a fair or what all
They
can
call
just
them,
an event, you know.
open enrollment meetings.
Well, you go down there and there's like all of you, Aetna, MetLife, GHA,
GHP.
there you go. All of them people are down there giving you pen. I used to love to go. They give you pens,
Oh,
little key rings, and things
My
like that.
goodness.
I
Her
go down there.
bag was full.
Oh, pens. Yes, it was. I love pens. I love pens. But they were like, well, if you need further information, let me know. I don't know nothing about what you're doing, so I need a lot of information.
Right.
Like, let's talk. They don't really want to talk to you. They just like take a pen, take a whole bunch of these papers, and read it
And
over
I
and
hate
figure it
to hear
out.
that.
It's like, no, I need to know. I need one of those things where they put, this is what this person gives, this is what this person gives, this is what
Ding, ding, ding said studio may become a member hold handing.
Yes, because it's like, okay, so Blue Cross offered this, but then this person offered this. I found this out on YouTube the other day. So Blue Cross has standard, basic, and something else. Standard is the most expensive. Then there's the next one, and then there's the next one. Well, the standard one and the absolute lowest one don't do any Medicare reimbursement. The one in the middle does. Why would the standard not do Medicaid reimbursement?
You said Medicaid or Medicare?
One of them, whichever the one that you got to pay
Well,
for.
first
One
of
of them
all,
you get
you
free
need
when
to-
you turn 60 or something, right?
Medicare.
And
You're
then-
eligible for Medicare when you turn 65 unless you have end-stage renal disease, which then qualifies you for Medicare.
Okay, see, well, it's one of them, the guy was explaining, and he showed a little thing of each column, and the one in the middle, it gives you reimbursement. So you be paying for your Blue Cross insurance, and you be paying for the Medicare, whatever it is.
Okay.
But then the insurance will reimburse it, so it'll drop it down. But the other two, you just paying both of them.
So, yeah, I don't know why you would need a commercial benefit along with a Medicare benefit unless you're disabled or something. I don't know. That
I couldn't get
makes
it either.
no.
I was
don't know
wondering too,
why
I'm
would
like,
you need? It was it Medicare Advantage? Was that the name of it?
I don't know, ABC, whatever.
That's
I
Medicare
lost track.
supplements. with
I
the
lost track
letters.
because I'm like,
Or Medicare.
so why would you
yeah.
need that if you got regular insurance? I thought you need that when you don't have regular insurance.
Unless you're going to become eligible for Medicare sooner than later before
You
renewal
retire or
or your
something.
renewal of your insurance, maybe.
Honey.
I don't know.
It confused me. But see, that's another thing. Like, you need to know
Right. Somebody needs to
what's going on.
take your hand and hold it and guide you through.
Well, they should
that.
have like little classes maybe. This day, if you want to know about Blue Cross Blue Shield benefits, come down and do at least an hour presentation. This is what this plan offers. Because my plan I only chose because I was still trying to have children, and I knew that once you are pregnant and you take your test, you pay $50 and your entire pregnancy is covered all the way through postpartum, everything. You cannot beat that. Like, you cannot beat that. Like, nothing they do, anything, everything, whatever they gotta do to you, the baby, is
It's covered.
100%. You cannot beat that. So you're left with no bills. But the other ones, they don't offer that. It's not no global whole. You pay one. No.
Yeah, there needs to be a lot of help in our communities and
But now I
Areas
ain't having no more
about
kids. Thank you, Jesus.
insurance.
I need to switch.
Because it is complex. Insurance is very complex.
And you gotta
Health
know,
insurance.
like you said, you gotta know if they're
Yeah.
in network, out
Out
of
of
network.
network. You need to know what type of specialist you need to see. You know, if your primary is talking to you about a certain condition, what
Oh,
type
yeah.
of specialist is good. You need to understand, what the differences are,
And I just went through that when I went to go get a colonoscopy
Mm-hmm.
because he's in the network, but his lab
Yes,
is not in
you
the
were
network.
sharing
And
that
it's
with
like,
me.
well,
And why is
if
that?
I come to you,
Right.
I would think that you would have people in the same network to deal with,
And
because that's not fair to me. But
They don't look at fairness now. When you went like in the ER, you may go to an emergency room that's in your network,
yes,
but the doctors that actually service you
may
may or
not
may
be.
not be in the network.
but that's like false advertising to me.
No,
Well, yeah, because
not.
there's no way. Let's
they're
say
not standing at the door saying, "Oh,
no.
if
Okay,
you have this health insurance, come on in here."
Let's say you have a car wreck and they take you wherever they need to take you because it's trying to save your life.
Okay.
Are you gonna wake up and say, "No, he can't touch me because
now that's
he's not in the network"?
Now I can tell you that's a little different because that is strictly emergency, urgent, life-threatening care. So
True.
sometimes they do look at those differently.
Okay.
Majority of the times. I
The
would say.
last time I talked to Blue Cross Blue Shield on the phone, she said that she gave me a date of January or something this year. They started where there can no longer be any blind billing is what they was calling it, to where if you go somewhere and they can look it up and see that they're in the network, and we can look it up on the internet and see they're in the network. If they choose to pick other people to do the other
That's
services,
not in your network.
then you don't get the bills.
You can't be balanced billed for that. Okay.
I was like,
Well,
well,
that's
y'all
good to
need,
know.
I'm glad y'all up on that, because that ain't cool to go through that. Like,
Yeah, someone heard someone's voice on that,
huh?
Ooh.
Woohoo. Like, look, I'm not paying this bill. This is ridiculous.
But again,
He was
these
on
are-
your website. Now, how did I get this bill?
These are our opinions. We are not
No.
brokers or
No.
producers that can,
At all.
any
I can
of
just
that.
tell you about
but
my own
our
personal experiences.
experiences.
Yes, because I'm like, you know what? I didn't tell them to use that. They could have used LabCorp. They could use
Yeah.
Quest. I didn't tell them to go to the other phone. I don't even know the people.
Yeah, health insurance is complex. It's not like car insurance. You pay your
No.
deductible, you take your car somewhere and get it fixed, and the insurance company does work behind the scenes with car, with your about your car and your vehicle. They communicate directly to the repair shop or what have you. But that doesn't really happen in the kind of health insurance world where,
And now I got experience I'll have to tell you all about once I get through with it with homeowners insurance, because the house next door to us is burnt up.
to our studio.
It's burnt up.
Yeah, it was a little alarming.
Burnt crisp.
But our studio is blessed. It is still here. It is standing.
Yeah, but
still
the
beautiful.
windows, and it's just.
I don't know. We may get Say It Cash Your Voice. We're gonna have somebody paint the logo.
But I'm like, why is the? It's still a blessing though. It could have been a whole
it
lot
could have
worse.
been
So I'm gonna say that.
Yeah.
But now I have to. They're like, okay, yeah, well, you're covered. Yeah, you got this much of a deductible, but we'll just subtract it from whatever bids you send us, and you need to send us some bids and tell us who you want to fix it. Okay, I don't know who fixes siding.
Yeah, I'm
Like-
surprised they didn't give you like a list of
She
individuals
said
that they work with or can just
See,
refer.
How
Yeah.
is that even? Why does that sound shady to me? Like, you're
No,
the insurance
no,
company, but you got
no.
people that.
No, not okay. Maybe I said it the wrong way. It's those maybe that they know previous clients have worked with and they have a good star rating or something, or they do quality work. It's just a referral.
Yeah.
There,
Well, she told me to call her back if I didn't get a hold of anybody. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna get at least
Quotes.
2 quotes myself.
Okay.
Yeah, to just see what area we fall into. Like, is this something that's less than the deductible, or is this
I doubt
something
that.
way right? Well, aluminum
Dreaming.
siding. Well, I don't know.
Dream.
Well, we're gonna find out. So if y'all see another podcast where I'm like, do you know what this bitch trying to charge me? You all know what happened. But yeah, so we'll have to experience the homeowners insurance also.
Yeah, I don't deal with a lot of that stuff. The homeowners insurance. My husband kind of manages all that. Thank the Lord for
Yeah,
my
but
husband.
your house ain't been next to the burning house, so you probably have to deal too much with that.
No. it
Yeah.
hasn't. But there's another home that we do own that
Do you
the house
know-
next door did burn, like down.
Kim Burrell Miss Kimber, she called me. It was
Yes,
like
you
2
told
o'clock.
me that.
I'm like, what's wrong? I'm thinking, okay, all my kids are here.
That was interesting.
She don't know my brothers. Like, what's wrong? She's like, you might want to look at your Ring doorbell. I'm like, oh no, it's lit up over here.
I heard sirens, but
Listen to that thing.
yeah,
But we were blessed. So
that's good.
just count the blessings, and I got insurance. So it's like they're like, oh yeah, just tell us who you going with.
Here.
Like, okay.
Yeah, well, that causes for a long week.
You don't even know. You have no idea.
Totally drained today. And I thought we were going to the nail salon today. What's going on?
You better want me to go.
Different color today. You have on
Yeah, that's because
pretty burgundy.
This is my deep red. See, I told you, like, when I get the acrylic on top, they grow. So once they start doing this, you have to go get another filling, or else it's gonna.
Yeah, I just removed mine because usually I just get the manicure. I explained that during our last podcast, and I was,
Do y'all?
I got the boring black.
Are y'all listening to this?
She
She
acrylic
went through
nails.
all that trouble, and her
now
nails
they're
were
off.
nice, and she took them off.
Well, they started, like
So
the space. So
you don't wait. You go
right away. I'm going
Yeah,
today. I thought we were
no.
going together. So
but you still don't take them off. You go when you need to go.
they were kind of like popping off.
I'm done.
They was almost like the Lee press-on nails at that point. They
You should have been and went back.
off.
See, your nails do the same thing then.
I don't
They
know.
grow
but I
out
just
really
cut 'em- I
good when
cut
they're
them
covered.
down. I don't like the long. So I guess I'll have to go to this nail salon by myself after casting today and get another
I need to go, but
set
I
of
don't
black
think
boring
you want me
acrylic
to go.
nails.
Why, Lord?
Well, I think that's our conversation for today.
You wanted bright pink shopping. What's that, Teflon? Get bright pink nails. Go for it.
No. Who wants to walk around with bright pink nails?
It's springtime.
Okay, they have black and
Come on.
white spring
No.
dresses.
No,
they
they
have,
No, they don't. They have a lot of colors that are coming out now.
I'm not getting anything pastel put on my nails. Nothing bright. None of that.
This is my signal. I go to the deep red.
Okay.
But I need a feel, and I need a pedicure.
Yes,
it's
I
not
do as
happening
well.
today. I can't do it today.
I'll be there by myself.
I'm so
I
sorry.
do
I'll
not
be
like
in
going to nail
spirit
salons, by myself. It's just not right. You can't
all the
gossip.
time.
I don't understand what a lot of people are saying. And then I just tend to go to sleep.
Do y'all see where this is
And who
headed?
knows what they're doing? I mean, I don't feel safe.
Oh my God, no. Well, I don't. I'm not 100% today.
Okay, all right.
So,
That's good enough for me.
Yeah.
That's
Unless
fine.
you want to be like, oh my God, you should have just went home. See, no, we won't put you in that position. So, like, you're a mess. I'm like,
Go
yeah, I try to
home.
tell you, yeah.
Well, good conversation today.
Oh,
I really,
Yeah, it was. So,
It was
say,
really good.
cast your voice.
Yes, and then
Let us know if you know the differences between the emergency room and
Please.
the urgent care.
we're looking for tips as well. Comment,
Oh man.
share some tips about urgent versus emergent care.
Yeah, and how can more insurance providers provide better education to
Yeah.
us laymen who may not understand every single thing?
And how often, is
Even-
this education going to be available? Kind of think about that.
Well, think about with Arnaz and his heart.
Mm-hmm.
He had to switch insurances even for them to consider
A
heart
transplant.
transplant.
Yeah.
See, he didn't even have no clue about that.
Yeah.
So he was like, what?
Benefits are different.
Yeah, so they had to postpone all of that, and hopefully this year he can get taken care of. But
that would be great.
yeah, last year he was just stuck. They was like, we can send you somewhere else.
Mm.
Yeah.
And
Insurance.
benefits are no joke. It's no joke, and it's complex.
Very complicated.
So if you have some ideas, please share your opinions, share
Even
your
if they would like
experiences.
post them online, like Education 101 for Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Or YouTube
3 plans.
videos,
Yeah, and then
or
where you
Zoom
can go
meetings.
in.
You
Yes.
can, just join a Zoom meeting that they're going to be talking about deductibles this
That
week.
would be nice
on
because you might have
Tuesday.
questions that
Yeah.
you might want to ask.
Tuesday's
Yeah.
deductible day. Wednesday is copay day.
Yeah.
Thursday is
Oh yeah, 'cause
coinsurance day.
that's why I didn't copay and coinsurance. I was like, what? No, I was supposed to pay $30. I don't, but you ain't met your limit. No, I ain't met a limit at the beginning of the year. What are you talking? Look, yeah, set up some education
Yeah.
things for
Very well needed.
very, very well needed.
We need it. Others need it.
They just say, oh, we'll just sign up payroll deduction. They don't care. That's the only part they care about.
And I just signed because I have 2 minutes to be here.
No.
I'm sorry.
Then when you need something done, it's like,
Huh?
oh, that costs that much?
Ooh.
Yeah, no.
Well,
Okay.
until next time,
May
the Lord watch between me and thee while we're absent one from another. Say it.